Good morning, gentlemen. This is the book list for the Empress Club and also for Man Talk, because it's never too late to learn. Now, the first book in this book list, or in this book list of the book club, is Proverbs. Gentlemen, you're going to have to study the Book of Proverbs. It's not even for religious purpose. It's just the wisdom inside of it. It is worth the effort. Now, how I came across this, my Sunday school teachers, two of them, one in junior high, one in senior high. Where you going? I almost said something. I forgot I'm on camera. This guy's making 3 lanes in a 2-lane road. Anyway, now in junior high, my Sunday school teacher told me that every day read a chapter of Proverbs, and after month, I'll be much wiser. So I said, hey, why not? So I started reading. It was a Sunday. I read the whole book that day. I actually read Proverbs 3 times that day. And I was like, all the time I had this Bible, I didn't know this much wisdom was in here. So in senior high, my Sunday school teacher at that time told me to do the same thing again, because I had forgotten about it. Because I'd done it 2 years before. Anyway, I read the Proverbs, fell in love, devoured it. I made it a point that I would read the Proverbs every single year after that. I kept up with it until 2000. Like, I haven't done it from 2000, but I started as of last year. I made that a point to do it. Anyway, gentlemen, the first one on the list, the first book on the list is the Book of Proverbs. And oh yeah, the second book, anything you can find on Vince Lombardi, please read it. Do yourself that favor and read anything by Vince Lombardi, because I read Vince Lombardi in the 11th grade and it changed my whole life, my whole way of thinking, my whole way of doing things, and it dispelled the notion of luck as far as I'm concerned, because he had said that luck happens when preparation meets opportunity. So I basically learned that I can make my own luck by working on what I can control. I can't control when opportunity comes, but I can prepare for it, or get myself prepared, so when the opportunity presents itself, I'm not jumping to get ready. Like the saying goes, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. See, this is my reason why I did not want to do anything for grown men. Now, here I am in traffic, everyone's waiting. This guy ran around, drove on somebody's property to cut in front of the line. So this is the foolishness why I wouldn't want to be bothered helping grown men, because to me it was a waste of time. But anyhow, I'm here for the men who will do better and want more out of life. So I'm going to stay focused on that. Focus on the nugget, and not the 10 tons of earth you have to dig through to get to a gold nugget. Anyway, that was a distraction. Anyway, gents, make sure you read any book of Vince Lombardi. I don't think an official autobiography came out. There have been biographies, but if you can't find at least one biography, one of his biography books, the books on his life, and read it. Oh, this is the next book on the list, How to Think Like Da Vinci. I came across this from the Italian Job. I think Most Deaf was reading it. And I said, what? How to Think Like Da Vinci? Well, you know what I did after I left the movies? I went out to the bookstore to check it out. And bang, bang, there it was on the shelf. So I snapped that up. And I ended up reading, becoming a huge fan of Michael Gell. And I went out I think I bought two or three of his other books. When I read the Da Vinci, I had to think like Da Vinci about 20, 30 times. In fact, reading that book helped me become a good author, because I learned how to organize my thoughts by using a mind map. In fact, that's how I organized my thoughts for the Empress Club and the book. I used the mind map to organize my book. Anyway, gentlemen, check that out. Michael Gelb, G-E-L-B, How to Think Like Da Vinci. Next book on the list, Systems Thinking by Joseph O'Connor and Ian McDermott. Now, how I came across this, I was watching a movie where this lawyer had got himself in trouble financially and he needed money and quick. So what he did was hired some of his clients to help him plan a robbery, and he used the book Systems Thinking to help him plan the perfect crime. I'm not advocating that, but anyway, that's how I came across the book. And thanks to my English teacher, she got me into perfect crimes. Thank you, Mom. Excuse me. That's been my hobby ever since, planning perfect crimes. And that's how I approach everything in life, as if it's going to be a perfect crime. So all the planning and thinking and preparation needed to pull off a perfect crime is how I approach everything I do in life. Systems thinking helped me take that to another level. Of course, I'm not going to commit any crimes, just the thinking. It's a thought, gentlemen. Believe me, people who pull off perfect crimes are no dummies. Believe me, it takes a lot to pull off a perfect crime. The next book, Every and Anything by Mike Murdoch. Please get your hands on. Yes, sure, sir. See that this is the older man. See that restore my hope in doing this. He asked to come over, and I let him over. All right, sir. Well, I'm glad I continue to do this. That's a good thing I learned to control my tempo. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Every and Anything you can get your hands on by Mike Murdoch, please read it. I devoured it. I'm not going to tell you to devour it. You read it. Excuse me. See if it's your cup of tea. If at least read 3 books. Give 3 books a chance. 3 books. Give 3 of his books a chance to see if it's your cup of tea. Excuse me. All right, thank you. All right, someone's giving out something. I like to support hustlers. All right, Mike Murdoch. Julia Cameron. The Artist's Way. Gentlemen, please get that book. Artists, you make the effort to get that book. It is a book that you do. You don't just read it. You do it. Believe me, it will be the best. I think it's $16. I mean, you could go online and get it, like Amazon, eBay, whatever. Half.com, Barnes and Noble, and get it. But whatever, how much you pay for it, you're gonna forget how much you pay for it after the 3rd time you've done the book. You will realize that you bought a gold mine for a steal. And the second book on this list is by Julia Cameron, and it's called The Vein of Gold. Yes, The Vein of Gold. Gentlemen, the name itself already is telling you. It's a gold mine. That's all I can tell you. It is a gold mine. You won't be the same when you're done with these 2 books. Plus, I mean, I don't know if it's a cup of tea, but you can check it out. See, to me, I think she ruins her books because she uses it as a platform for feminism. But me, like my grandmother taught me, you eat the fish and spit out the bones. So if it's not your cup of tea because she's throw in a little lifetime in there, ignore that. There's much to be gleaned from her wisdom. She polluted with the feminism nonsense, but other than that, her work is like gold. It is a mountain of gold. It's going to cause a revolution in your life. Believe me. Now, thanks to Julia Cameron and reading her books, I was introduced to Barbara Shale to get her work. The first book I came across was Wishcraft. Wish, not witch, wish. Wishcraft. That's a serious book. So you can check that out. It would be, all these books would be a good investment, and a good investment in your time and development. Believe you me. And she has another book that is beyond awesome. It is called Live the Life You Love. Gentlemen, have that book in your library. I bought it twice. I loaned it out and the person let it get wet. So you know I never loan them any more books. Anyway, live the life you love. Believe me, gentlemen, you are going to enjoy that book. Your life is not going to be the same. Your mind is going to change. Your outlook on life is going to change. Everything in your life is going to change. I'm in my neighborhood now, so I'm driving slow. So don't think I'm doing nonsense driving while I'm driving. I'm probably doing about 20 miles per hour. It's school children on the loose. You know how I feel about that. I don't care which color life you live. Oh, gents, John Maxwell. This man has a library of books. And you need his books in your library. That's all I gotta say. John Maxwell. You need his books in your library. The 48 Laws of Power. That's good, by Robert Greene. Now, to me, some of the things like in the book you can't try now because the world has changed. But the lessons of what you're gonna get out of this book is worth it. Some of the things you can't try from the examples he gave because the world has changed, but the lessons can be applied. Let's see who else. Oh, finally, the Centurion Principles. The Centurion Principles. I came across this book in a leadership program my cousin got me into. Thank you for that, my man. I owe you solid for that. But this book spoke to me the most. So it's like we have to read like 12 books in a year, and you discuss it among ourselves. Because they believe that leaders should be developed over time, and it comes from within and not from attaining position or power over others. Like you gain power over yourself. Now that's what I believe. And if you don't know by now, I have a problem with the leadership hustle, with people selling the belief that anyone could be a leader. That's not true. If you want to be a leader so you could be in charge, you're not a leader. Because people want to be in charge, but they don't want the responsibility. And the snake oil hustlers who sell in leadership are only selling you the glamorous side of leadership. Like Confucius says, the biggest tree catches the most wind. So when things is going well, it's good to be a leader. When it's going bad, why you coming to the corner that fast, idiot? When things are going bad, hey, you're the leader, you're the biggest tree, you catch the most wind. Anyway, the Centurion Principles speak to that nonsense, the snake oil peddling. And it talks about when you're in charge, everything is your fault. You are responsible for anything that goes wrong, whether you did it or not. You're in charge, you are therefore responsible. The buck stops with you. Anyway, the Centurion Principle is a good book. If you to study, period, and for your personal development, and if you wish to be a leader. And it starts off with a Roman centurion who has to, as a soldier, he has to take care of himself and provide for himself and pay his own salary. And he has to work hard before he gets promoted. He has to earn the right to be a leader. It's not given to him. But anyway, gentlemen, that's my book list for now. There's more. I have to go look through my library and get the best books that I think would be for the club. I'll pass it on to you. Now, we'll get to work. See you later. Thank you for your time.